So this is a very nice verse from the Bhagavatam, spoken by the Devatas, offering prayers to Varahadeva. Varahadeva is just now slain Hiranyaksha. The chapter is called The Killing of the Demon Hiranyaksha. Namo namaste khila yajna thantave. Namo namaste. We offer our obeisances unto you again and again. Akhila yajna thantave. You are the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Akhila yajna thantave. Sthitau duhita amala sattva murtaye. And you are amala sattva murtaye. Amala, no mala, pure, sattva, goodness, murtaye, a form. You are the transcendental form of pure goodness. We'll see how Bhagavatam actually preparing us for understanding and appreciating Krishna. And all the different 9 cantos are preparing us. Who is this Krishna? Who is crawling like a small child, sees a rope in the hand of the mother and begins to tremble. Gopyadayet, Gopyadade, Kritagasi. Gopyadade tava kritagasi dhamatavat. Dharma. He saw Mother Yashoda holding a rope. Yati dashashu kalilanjana subramaksham. And because of seeing that, his eyes were sambramaksham. He was looking at the eyes of some child. When a child is, mother is coming, the child, where I shall run now? It's called Sambrahmaksham. Vaktram Niniya. Please put the head face down. Vaktram Niniya. Haya Bhavanaya Sthithasya. Situated in full of fear of mother, bringing a robe. Sama Vimohayati Hirapiyat Vibheti. How can I understand you, Krishna? Even fear personified is afraid of you. But you are afraid of a small rope in the hands of your mother. Who is this Krishna? You should not mistake. That's why Bhagavatam is preparing us. He is Amala Sattva Murtaye. He is the personification of pure goodness. And Dishtya Hataha. Fortunately, it's our good fortune. Dishtya Hataha. You have killed. I am Jagatam Aruntudaha. This demon was Jagatam Aruntudaha. He was a torment to the whole world. Even we demigods, we are so powerful, we were afraid of him. And you have Hataha, you have killed him. And that same Varaha is appearing as Krishna. And who is this Krishna? So that we don't make a mistake. Dishtya hatoyam jagatam aruntudaha. Tvatpadapatya. Devotion unto your lotus feet. Tvatpadapatya. Vayam isha nirvrataha. Vayam nirvrataha. Tvatpadapatya. Now we can practice our devotion to you. Nirvrataha. At ease. Without any worry. That's why Prabhupada is commenting. These are devatas who are attached to Krishna and they were being tormented by this demon. And now they are very happy. The demigods address the Lord. Devaha Uchuhu. All obeisances unto you. Namo Namaste. You are the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Akhila Yajna Tantave. And you have assumed the form of a bow in pure goodness. Amala Sattva Murtaye Grihita. You have assumed the form of a bow of in pure goodness for the purpose of maintaining the world. Sthithau Amala Sattva Murtaye Grihita. For the sake of maintaining this world, Shrishti, Sthita, Sthiti, Pralaya. Sthiti is maintenance. Fortunately, Tishtya, for us, Tishtya, Hatoyam. Fortunately for us, this demon who was a torment to the world, Jagatam, Aruntudaha, has been slain by you. Ayam Hataha. And we too, O Lord, Vayam, are now at ease, Nirvritaha, in devotion to your lotus feet. Tvatpadha Bhaktya Vayamisha Nirvritaha. Isha, O Lord. Very nice translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. So, Devatas are saying, O Lord, you are the enjoyer of all sacrifices. This is a point that comes up in many places in the Bhagavatam and in the Gita too. I'm trying to point out, depending on how much time we have. Recently, some days, some months back, I was in the midst of some people and there was a conversation. On that day, it was Mother's Day. And, one of the persons in the conversation was telling, do you remember how when we were young, our mothers in the morning would wake up, cook breakfast, cook some lunch, send us to the washroom, see that we have our bath, put on the school uniform, get the breakfast ready, make us force us to eat, and then put something into a carrier and send us off to the school bus. Details may vary, everybody has seen this. And our mothers did this day after day after day. Very moving, no? And so, Mother's Day is dedicated to especially remember our mother and be thankful to her, acknowledge her, and be grateful to her. Very nice sentiment. And then after that, it was a different kind of a situation. I couldn't talk much. So I just kept quiet. I said, yeah, good, Mother's Day. Then later on, I was thinking, reflecting on this topic. Yes, our mothers prepared the breakfast, heated milk, and cooked some breakfast and gave us all. Now let's say the milk. Our mother got the milk from somewhere, milk daddy. Somebody came and gave milk, whatever the different systems that existed. Talking many years ago. The milk actually came from the cow. The cow ate green grass, dry grass. We eat banana, and the banana peel given to the cow, actually used, which is not useful for us, we give to the cow, and the cow eats all that and makes pure milk and gives to us. And look at this arrangement of how there is an animal which eats that which is useless for human society, converts that into milk which is very useful for human society. What an arrangement. And who made this arrangement? Krishna has made this, isn't it? If a scientist makes one machine, in that the input is green grass, hay, banana peel, vegetable peel, all such things, and nice milk comes out. Oh, we will say, what a nice innovation, what a wonderful machine this is. And imagine if that machine every year or so produces one more small machine by itself, and that also in due course of time start producing milk. Oh, this is great innovation. See how Krishna has done. He's made a cow. Every year or so it gives birth to another calf. That calf in turn starts producing milk. So on that milk, which Krishna has arranged through this arrangement of cow, calf, all this, our mother picked up, boiled it and gave it to us. No, I'm not trivializing or minimizing our mothers. We should respect our mother. But little philosophically we are trying to analyze, a little more critically, a little more analytically, trying to understand in this whole thing what is happening. Isn't it? Now you see how Krishna's contributions to our life is. Now let's take another one more step. For the cow to give milk, it has to eat green grass, dry grass, whatever, different things. Where is all this coming from? And for us also, for mother, she didn't give just milk, she boiled it with something or made some rice or meat or vegetable or something she made. Where is all this coming from? It's coming from earth. It's coming because the plants are growing. Plants are growing, most important, because there is sunlight. So because there is sunlight, plants grow on earth, there is plants growing, there is water, and water coming from in the form of rain, because of the sun. And look at the elaborate arrangement. That rain comes in the form, clouds descend in the form of rain. On earth, the plants grow and the cows eat, farmers grow vegetables, that milk, that vegetable, that grains, we cook, our mother cooks and feeds us. Who made all this larger arrangement? Krishna has made. This is not this arrangement of rain, all this growing of plants. This is not made by any scientist, any industry, any king, any politician. These are all Krishna's arrangement. And come to think of it, what is the sun? Sun is blazing and it is having so much energy. You remember from science we recall? Sun is actually, it's a place where nuclear fusion is happening. Remember we read this? Hydrogen isotopes combined together forms a helium molecule and releases energy. No one on earth, we have never tried a fusion reactor. We have only tried fission reactor, uranium reactor. Fusion is very difficult. The amount of energy that comes out is so high. The temperature on sun is 15 million degrees centigrade. Imagine 15 million degrees centigrade. That much of energy the sun produces because it's a fusion reaction that's going on. And that fusion reaction, it's like a fusion reactor going round and round. Actually, we are going, Earth is going round and round the sun. So, that scale of cosmic arrangements Krishna has made, because of that sun, we have the rain, we have the ocean, we have the plants, we have the cow, we have the milk, we have the greens, we have the vegetables, and our mother cooked that one and gave it to us. Look at the arrangements of the Lord for our eating every day. Suppose you eat your food and that day your mother or whoever is cooking for you forgot to add salt. You will first morsel, what happened today? Right? We'll make a face. Oh, salt was missed up. Okay, salt, add salt. No. Where is this salt coming from? It's coming from the ocean. Who put the salt there? Now you see, we are not making any sentimental statement. We are using scientific statements. When you compare all of these arrangements that Krishna has made for our existence, relatively speaking, what our mother got up in the morning, cooked this milk, got the vegetables, got the grains, got the milk, made us eat, added sugar, added salt, and made us eat. It's relatively speaking. Not minimizing mothers, please don't ever think like that. We should respect our mother, we should be grateful to our mother. And at least once a year on Mother's Day, we should respect and be grateful. But when you see Krishna's contribution to our life, it is on such a big scale. Every moment we should be celebrating Krishna moment, not Krishna day alone. That is why Krishna says, Ananyas chittayam noma satatam bhakti purvakam. Bhakti purvakam, we have to be satatam chittayam noma. Mother you can think of once a year, but Krishna you should think of every moment. This is the point actually. So, conditioned souls in the material world have come with a spirit we have to enjoy as if we are the owner of everything. So, Vedic life is teaching us that we must recognize the source of everything, the cause of everything, Krishna. That is why there is one very nice definition of Varnashrama Dharma. Prabhupada writes in the purport. Prabhupada says, the perfection of civilization is Varnashrama Dharma. You know, today, Varnashrama Dharma is disparaged. And they say, oh, Varnashrama, they are talking about caste system, Brahmins dominating over the others. Hey, this is all. And we also know this looks like it's a bad thing that has happened in our country, our ancestors. But look at the way Prabhupada is presenting. It is the perfection of human civilization. How to organize and how the human civilization can reach perfectional stage. That's called Varnashrama. Because in Varnashrama, one of the important things is performance of yajna. What is that yajna? Yajna is constantly recognizing the supremacy of the Lord, who is the provider of everything, and because of His providing these things, we are able to have a normal, happy life. You see? Just like when we do puja, we collect flowers and offer to the feet of Krishna. Right? This is there in our culture. Why flowers? Because in creation, one of the most beautiful things is a flower. You take the most beautiful thing in creation, a flower, a lotus, a fragrant rose, and then you want to offer it and develop a sense of gratitude and devotion and thanks and respect to the Lord. It is meant to infuse that thinking in the mind, isn't it? That's why we go and collect best flowers and then offer to Krishna and feel, that it invokes that devotion. This is a form of our archana, right? Now, in yajna, one of the finest things that we just now discussed is milk. And milk is further turned into yogurt, and yogurt is clarified and it becomes ghee. It's a very fine creation in nature. And that we will take and offer to fire, chanting the mantra, Om Krishnaya Namaha, Om Krishnaya Swaha. Krishnaya Swaha means this is for Krishna. This is for Narayanaya Swaha, Balabhadraya Swaha. It's a way of training the mind and our consciousness. This is for Krishna. Idam namama, idam Krishnaya namaha, idam namama, idam Krishnaya namaha. Namama means it is not mine. Whatever I am offering, this is not mine. This is for Krishna. It is to train that thinking, our consciousness. So yajna is meant for recognition of the supremacy of the Lord, the ownership of the Lord, the proprietorship of the Lord, and it is meant for pleasing Him. This consciousness is what is being trained in yajna because He is Akhila Yajna Kantare. He is the enjoyer of all sacrifices. And if this consciousness is maintained, the living entities are progressing spiritually. Now, another very nice verse, another very nice phrase Prabhupada has emphasized here. In the Bhagavatam, the stage of pure goodness is called Sattvam Vishuddham. Because Prabhupada, the verse has used Amala Sattva Murthaye. Krishna's position is Amala Sattva Murthaye. He is a personification of pure goodness. No impurities. So, this verse, Sattvam Vishuddham, this expression comes in many places, in a few places in the Bhagavatam, and comes in one famous verse of Bhagavatam. I'll just read that verse, important verse. Let's try to recall that. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shapvidam Yadiyate Tatra Puman Abhavrataha Sattve Tasmin Bhagavan Vasudevo Yadokshajo Me Namasa Vidhiyate. You see, this is a word spoken by Lord Shiva to Sati, to his wife. After that insult of Shiva, Daksha insulted Shiva. And because of that, Shiva and Shiva's associates came and created a havoc in the yajna. All that has happened. And at that time, after that, Sati and Shiva are conversing. And Shiva is saying, what actually happened? So in that context, Shiva is making this statement. What is this statement? Very powerful statement. You see, we say, where is Krishna? We can't see, no? Shiva is giving a formula how you can see Krishna, how you can perceive Krishna, how and when Krishna is revealed, who is, Shiva uses that expression, Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shaktitam. Sattvam here means consciousness. Sattva has many meanings, existence and so on. But here it is in the sense of consciousness. Sattvam Vishuddham. When the consciousness is pure, Vishuddham, Vasudeva Shaktitam. That is called, Shaktitam means it is called Vasudeva. Pure consciousness is called Vasudeva state. What happens in that state? Yadiyate tatra puman aphavritaha. In that state of consciousness, Puman, the Supreme Lord Krishna, is aphavritaha, is uncovered, or he is revealed completely without any covering. Yadiyate tatra puman aphavritaha. Sattve cha tasmin bhagavan vasudevo. In that consciousness, Bhagavan Vasudeva, Hiranyaksha, who is beyond senses. That's why we cannot see him. He is beyond the powers of our material senses. Hiranyaksha me namasavidhiyate. And I am constantly offering my obeisances and respects unto that Lord in that state of consciousness. You see, this is Shiva's statement. Some of the greatest statements about Krishna consciousness are made by Shiva in the Bhagavatam. It is in that state of Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shaktitam Yadiyate. In that state of pure consciousness, Krishna is revealed, Krishna is perceived without any covering. So if we want to perceive Krishna, we have to work towards purification of our consciousness. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Jaito Dharma. We have to chant Hare Krishna to purify our consciousness. Only in the purified consciousness, Krishna is awakened. Krishna is revealed. Yet iyate. Iyate means revelation or perception. We can perceive Krishna. Krishna will be revealed to us when Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shaktitam. Hence, we should feel great inspiration that why we have to purify our consciousness, because we have to, if we want to perceive Krishna, it can happen only in pure consciousness. So like this Devatas are mentioning many wonderful things about Krishna's position and how he can be, his form is of pure sattva, amala sattva murtaye, and tvatpada bhaktya vayam nirvrithaha. And even Devatas are offering prayers and they're aspiring to become devotees of Vishnu, Shri Krishna. It's talking Hiranyaksha, Shri Krishna Balaram, Shri Jagannath Baladev Sutandra, Shri Sudarshana, Shri Nitai Gauranga, Shri Prabhupada ki.